guys, so it's Keoshia and welcome back to another renovation video. Today we are we're trying to complete the den. If you see these sticky notes here, these are places of imperfection that I wanted to have corrected by the guy, but unfortunately this second guy did not work out again. So here I am again trying to figure out how to do shit myself. As you can tell, I'm freaking irritated, but irritation is not going to get my den done. So I'm just going to have to suck this shit up and figure out how to do it. I went to my neighbor's house. He did help me by letting me borrow some of his tools, so I really appreciate that. Also, I got to sand those bookshelves, so he's going to let me borrow his sander, the electric one, so I don't have to do it by hand, which is A+, so I really appreciate him for that. My neighbor helps me out a lot, and I will probably give him some money even though he didn't ask for anything, because I'm just that type of person. So I think when I go back there and down, I'm going to give him like $50 or whatever. But anywho, these are the tools he's gave me. I have a bucket of that like joint compound, whatever, and so I need to fill in like some of these areas here. So I'm going to give you guys a close-up of what I'm talking about, because a lot of people were like, they didn't understand what I meant, and you know, what are you talking about, and this, that, and the other. So I wanted to be able to get like some close-ups for you guys to show you what it looks like and see if I could capture it on the video. So let's see if I can. I'm not sure if it's gonna show up or not, so bear with me. I think it will. Oh yes, it will. So let's see if I can make this. So you see those holes right there? That's what I'm talking about. And I can't sand that away. I have to refill it in with some of the putty. And so it's on several places at the top of this wall. So you can see some right there almost. Let's see. There's one right there. There's a set right here, as you can see. And there's a set right here. Sorry, I have to use that as a way to get it to focus. So you can see all of those holes. So I have to figure out how to fill those in. So that's what I'm doing today. So that's what I'm going to be working on. Luckily, there's not several in here. Now, when I get ready to do the rest of them, I don't know. So basically, this is the joint compound, and I have to stir it up because it's been sitting there. And so my neighbor gave me this little thing here, and you're supposed to be able to stir it up with this little thing and make sure it doesn't have any lumps or anything in it. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to stick it in there, and then I'm going to turn it on. Okay, so you turn it on. I'm just going to let this like sit on top of it, I guess. Yeah, like that. Hopefully it doesn't drip on the carpet. And then you have to put some of it in this little thing here. I don't know what this stuff is called. I don't know the official name. Don't come for me. Okay, it is what it is. Don't come for me. Okay. So, just gonna take this little thing and scoop some of it out. And it's like really thick. And lucky for me, since he's done most of the work, I don't need a lot. So it looks like that. And then I have to take it, and I'm gonna point you guys up so you can see me struggle with doing this. Okay, point y'all up and kind of zoom y'all in. I'm gonna try to put the sticky note here so you guys can see what I'm doing, so I can kind of gauge where I am. All right, that's the best I can get it to look, you guys. I hope it's good enough for you to be able to see what I'm doing, but make it a little darker so you can see the holes. But that's what I'm working with, okay? So I'm gonna try to make sure I don't stand in front of the camera so you guys can see. So I basically have to take a thin amount of it, so it's like really thin like that, and I need to like fill in the hole. Like, see that? See how the holes? I need to fill it in until they're not like there. Till they're like really like in it. Like fills in the hole. But I don't need it to be really thick either. So sort of like that. then anywhere where I see the hole isn't filled in, I need to make sure that I fill it in like that. And kind of like feather it out some. So you see how now you can't really see the holes? That's what I have to do today. Pray for me that this works out like I need it to work out. And I already don't drop shit on my foot because clearly I can't work on anything without being freaking making a mess. So there's some holes over this way that I need to get filled in. And basically what I'm doing is like trying to fill it in, but then making it as thin as possible so that when I paint you can't tell. You know what I'm saying? It's called feathering, I think is what he said. I haven't looked up any technical terms, but you can see. Oh, it's not going to focus. I'm sorry, you guys. I don't have the best lens for this. I'm trying to put my thing up here. Maybe it'll focus on that. So as you can see, you can't see the holes, and it's really thin. Thank goodness. And so now I need to fill in the holes that are down here that are also visible. I'm gonna do a zoom out and then y'all can just watch me. Y'all don't have to see the actual holes, but y'all can just watch me if y'all want to. But I'll probably speed this up some, but that's what we looking like right now. That's what I'm doing. So, enjoy. Guys, so it's Keoshia. I'm back for another renovation vlog of this den, because you know this den is currently giving me all the shits. But anywho, I am working on sanding the bookshelves. So I did borrow this sander from my neighbor because I'm one of them people. Don't buy it if you don't have to. Okay, don't do it. Borrow it and return it. But I borrowed this sander from my neighbor. And I've started sanding on the bookshelves. If you guys don't know, this shelf actually comes out. And so this is sort of what it looks like when I sanded it. You're just roughing it up. You know, it's already actually pretty rough. It's very cheaply made. But you know, they don't care because this is what, look, that ain't even finished. They just put plywood on top of something else, child. I don't know what this made out of, but whatever, it is what it is. I'm finna paint it white, so I'm gonna take that shelf off and sand it on both sides. So like if you had something taller, you could take the shelf off, but I don't like it because it has a rail around here where it holds it, so that, you know, that's stupid. But this one doesn't come off, so I am going to continue to sand today. I've already finished the walls with the white spackle stuff, so they are good to go. But I will be working on this sanding today, so that's what you guys will see me doing, is sanding. As you can tell here, I sanded all of that versus, you know, over here and here. So sanding is a lot more complicated than I thought it would be, but you know, you gotta live and you learn. You gotta live and you learn. So we gonna sand. At least I don't have to do it by hand. I got an electric sander because this hand sanding was not the business. So happy my neighbor had one. So glad that he let me borrow his. Really appreciate it. So yepper on that one. Thanks, neighbor. So we just gonna get to sanding, you guys. first bookshelf painted. Looks pretty good. I think it looks good with the contrast to this. I don't know, what you guys think? It's always scary doing new stuff, but you know, might be all right or whatever. So this is what it used to look like. So compared to the other one, it actually makes the bookshelf look bigger without that shelf in there, but that's what it's looking like, you guys. Uh-oh. Can't wait for this carpet to come up. Wait for it. Guys, I've been at this for a couple of hours, so I'm about to take the break. So I've I primed this one bookshelf plus the shelf in the two doors, and then later on we're going to do the other bookshelf and the shelf off of it in the two doors. But right now your girl need to take her a break right quick. I was tired, boss, so we're gonna take a break, intermission, whatever you want to call it, and I'll be back. Good morning, you guys. I got my studio lights because it's pretty dark. It's only 5:49 in the morning, so the sun has not come up yet. But instead of finishing the bookcase last night, I went to bed. I had fell asleep during the movie. I know I probably should have known better, but such is life. What are those lines right there, you guys? Oh, I'm being no sorry. But I'm about to take off this bookshelf and start to sand. I did pull up the carpet right here in the front, down at the bottom here, and so we are going to take this off. I'm gonna try to back up so you guys can get a full view. It is so dusty. Gosh, sanding sucks, man. Sucks. So y'all can see, shiny, sanded, shiny, sanded, and then shiny, shiny, sanded, shiny, sanded, like on the side right here on the rail. So that's all been sanded, and then down below it I haven't sanded yet. So that's pretty good. That one pad did that whole section there, because I only have 1, 2, 3 more pads left, and I need to be trying to conserve them, or I have to go back to my neighbor. But I'm gonna give him some money for letting me borrow his stuff, because he gave me the sander. Well, he didn't give it to me, let me borrow the sander, and he gave me the sanding circle thingamajiggas. So yeah, let's keep going, because I want to get this done by 7 o'clock. Have that sanded. I'm gonna sand some of this stuff, but the problem with the doors is, you guys know up there at the roof I had water damage at one time. That's why I had to get my roof replaced, and so these have rusted, and I don't think I'm going to be able to get them off. This one may come off because it's not too rusted, but the other one over here, it may not come off because it's really rusted. I think I already tried to get it out and I couldn't get it out. So I'm gonna have to see if my neighbor knows anything about how to get stuff out once it's rusted. I mean, it's rusted on the back, so I could just do around it, but I didn't want to keep these I didn't want to keep these things. I wanted to replace them. But if I can't get them out, I might have to keep them and just figure out how to paint them. Like, I think I'm gonna do black. I think I'm gonna figure out how to paint them black. But let's just get back to sanding, you guys. Sorry guys, my camera's up recording. Hopefully it didn't stop recording too long ago. But anyway, this is what a pad looks like when it's been completely used, and this is what it looks like when it's new. So as you can see, I've sanded off quite a bit, and at some points you can't even sand too much anymore. But I try to get as much as I can out of one pad, because like I said, I have to go borrow some more from my neighbor, because that's who I am. So yeah, I still have just these three sides and the top, and then this bookshelf will be completely sanded. I'll have to wipe it down a couple times with some just warm water, and then I can start priming it. So yeah, that's what I'm about to do. Alright guys, don't laugh at me. Do not laugh, do you hear me? So I can't really get up in there because my eyes are really not cooperating. So I am going to take these snorkeling goggles, because of course I have no safety glasses because they're just a person that I am. And I am going to put this on my face. Open my eyes so that I can see without getting it in my eye. How ridiculous do I look? But you know, you gotta do what you gotta do. Use what you got. Don't buy shit if you don't have to. Y'all already know my motto. Save as much money as possible. These are really tight because these were the kids and I got a big ass head. Well, I really don't have a big head, but these are tight. Uh-oh, did I break them? I broke them. Damn it. Damn it, damn it. Now it's gonna be even more tighter on my head. Okay, let's see. Let me stop messing with this, because this right here is not gonna be the business. For real, because it probably ain't even gonna stay in here. We gonna try it, you guys. See, I should just did it. You don't fuck with stuff, just do it. So I'm just gonna put this in here. Pray that it works just for this little few minutes. Like, I don't need it like to work all day. I don't need it to be fantastic. I didn't know what you put my head for right now. Of course it's not, because it don't have those grooves in it. Fucked up big time. Let's pray that this is stay. Okay, I'm not gonna fuck with it no more. Tight as it's tight, so I need to hurry the fuck up. Let's go. Alright guys, look at my shirt. Oh my goodness, it's completely brown. Look at my face. Look at my face. Oh my gosh, I'm glad I gotta wash my hair. If I wasn't, I would do it anyway. Look at my face. Oh my gosh. Anywho, it's getting light outside. Looks like it rained a little bit. So I'm just gonna go ahead and wipe it down. And when I get through wiping it down, I'm gonna take a little break, find me something to eat. And then I will be back. Y'all saw me, I wiped down the other one. It's just basically taking lukewarm water and just wiping it down until you get all the sand and stuff up, and then let it dry, and then you can start priming it. So that's what we're gonna do, and then I'll show you guys later. Okay, bye. guys, so I just came to show you what the bookshelves are looking like. I am finished for the day because everything's gonna need to take 24 hours. I have finished painting over the walls where I had redid the spackle, and luckily I did not have to paint the whole wall. I only had to paint the parts where I spackled, and it actually blended in very well. So I'm super excited. I got good quality paint because some cheap paint can't do that. But this is what this bookshelf is looking like with the first coat of paint on there. And then this is what this one is looking like. So it's looking really, really well. These are what the doors are looking like that I did. And then these are what the other shelves are looking like. I don't have to do the back or the sides because you're not going to see that. So I didn't do that. No use of wasting paint, right? So this is what it looks like. I'm just gonna move back. Sorry, it's really messy in here, but I just want you to see it. So I'm really liking how the bookshelves look. I think somebody told me I should whitewash the bricks like a grayish white and then do the mantle in like a crisp white like the bookshelves. What do you guys think about that? I think it's growing on me. I don't really know how to whitewash, so I will have to practice or something because yeah, your girl ain't good at that. But that is what it's looking like, you guys. I'm really loving how it came out. Like, this room is gonna be bomb. I told you that white was gonna pop off of that gray. I'm super excited. Of course, I haven't done the trim yet, but when I do that, it's gonna look really, really good. So, yepers. That is what it's looking like, you guys. I'm gonna put you on the mount because it's gonna be end of this video. Because I know this portion of the renovation is gonna be a super long video. So, hopefully, the next video you will see will have the completed finished bookshelves, the trim done, and the flooring put in. I'm hoping that's what I'm hoping for the next video. Now as far as the mantle goes, that may or may not be done until I kind of figure out what I want to do with that. But as far as the flooring and the painting, I'm hoping to be done really, I want to really be done tomorrow sometime. If not completely done, I want to have the top of the roof, the top of the ceiling taped off so I can start on the trim. So I want to be able to tape the wall and the ceiling so I can go ahead and do the trim. Now getting the trim behind the bookshelves are going to be kind of a hard thing to tackle, but hopefully I can get that done and make it look really nice. But that is what I am trying for tomorrow. So tomorrow, second coat on the bookshelves, second coat on the floors and the shelves here, and then the first coat on the trim in the ceiling. So yeah, that is my goal for tomorrow. I may start on the ceiling tonight, but I'm really tired. I've been up since 5 o'clock. It's almost 3. I really want to take me a nap or whatever, so it just depends on how I feel later. I might get up and actually tape, because taping takes a very long time, so I might get up and tape and sand as I tape the trim, because with the trim I'm probably gonna have to hand sand it because that sander there is probably too big for it to sand or whatever. So I think that's what I'm gonna do, you guys. I wish I would have bought some caulking so I could caulk like where the what's that stuff called, meets, where the trim meets each other at the top, the crown molding, because you can see it because it's not one seamless thing. But it is what it is, you know. So I will see you guys in the next renovation video. Bye.